Quarterback one. If you watch how they've kind of evolved this year, it started off with a two tight end offense and was running the ball out of the two tight ends and based their passing game out of that. Then they've evolved a little bit to some of the option game, and, the zone read option and the slice read option we call. And now they're kind of a little more in the spread game with 10 personnel. It's kind of moved up as their lead personnel group and run the zone replay and throwing the ball quite a bit. And since then, I guess they've kind of hanging their hat on that. And they're 14th in the nation right now in throwing. And guys completed 65% of his passes. So they're efficient with it. They got two receivers with over 35 catches. And they got quite a few targets. And those receivers have been with this quarterback for 3 years, so they got pretty good chemistry right now.
Ted, do you expect to be back on? Sorry, Chris, do you expect to be back on the sidelines on Saturday, staying down there again? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that again. That was a little different for me. I haven't done it in 4 years, so it's kind of it's usually cozier upstairs, but it's good to be down there and feel for the game, get close to the kids down there, and being able to make adjustments for them, and especially being with my players down there on the field too helps. And so I plan on doing that again.
How do you feel about how the linebackers handle all the switches you guys made on Saturday?
I thought they did well. I mean, you look at the numbers, sometimes guys can make a lot of tackles and have a lot of errors, but we had a lot of tackles when we did things right. And you especially worry about a little bit because they do a lot of shifting in motion and stuff like that. We had to adjust our linebackers to a lot of things. So I was a little bit uneasy about that, but they handled it really well. And they do that shifting in motion to create confusion on your run fits. And our run fits were really good at that, and our kids, our linebackers, adjusted and hit the proper gap with the keys, and especially when they pull a guy, because it changes your gaps, and our kids did a nice job of executing that.
What is your thinking in moving DD to the middle, and what do you see moving forward in your plan there?
Well, one, I'm trying to get 2 deep, and putting DD there, and Clyde in the game. And Clyde's strictly an outside player. And I think that's where his strengths are. So putting him there, he wasn't movable, so I moved Dede a little bit there and Sam inside. And what Sam's doing inside is very similar to what he did outside. So some carryover there for him. And but what I need to do is get some of my twos in there more, and split our reps up a little bit, and so we can play, like I said before, play faster at the end. And second half we didn't play as many plays as we did the first half, so I didn't feel we were as winded. But I got guys there now, I think, that deserve that kind of time to play there and split the reps a little bit.
Does DD fit well in the middle? I mean, he's been outside, and now you're moving here.
Well, he was a will linebacker. He's mainly been inside and been in the box. And when you play a 4-3 system a little bit, your will and your mic sometimes have to play the similar type gaps when you change your front. So there was some carryover for him there. What changes for him a little bit is his coverage rules, and that's what it's different, but it's simpler for him. And as time goes on, he's going to figure out it's really a lot easier than what he's doing before. So I think he's, especially, I can see him he's more comfortable today than he was last Monday and the week before. So he grasped it pretty well.
It seems like every week you guys have another veteran quarterback, another skilled passer. So is there something defensively you guys are looking to do specifically against Syracuse?
Number one, get an interception. All right, knock the ball down, and serious about that. And we got to find a way to disrupt receivers by hitting them, disrupt the timing, collapse the pocket, and when we do cover them, we got to crowd the quarterback. And that's what happened a little bit to us last week on third downs. We crowded. We fit all the passes, and he don't have a second or third look, and he takes the ball and runs. So we got to be able to make sure our rush is separated 2 by 2. Okay, 2 on one. When you get 3 on one and one guy on the other side, he's going to find the soft spot and take off on us. So we got to make sure those lanes are tight and secured and balanced. And then we do have the good rush. We make them throw. We got to cover them, with our blitzes. So. We got to get some disruption underneath and our disruption in our pass rush.
It's been a couple of games in a row of long drives in the fourth quarter at the end of the game. Do you feel like you're putting players in position to stop these offenses, or maybe they're just not executing specifically on the last touchdown in the last game?
Well, we had a 2-minute drive this last game, but that we all they had to do, they had to get in the end zone. We just had to slow them down, keep them out of the end zone, and there's a lot of things that we practice and we do well. We just got to execute them at the end of the game and do them, And we got to cherish those moments when they come about, and have that kind of feeling responsibility that you want to win the game. And we just got to execute at that time, at that moment, and be ready for it. At times we're there, and we miss a tackle or two, or we have one guy blow a coverage or something like that. So it's a team thing. We got to keep working on it.